Hi, this is Julie. I'm an assistant language teacher and I help OFWs go home with savings through financial literacy. In this video, I'll be showing you how much do I get as an ALT here in Japan for 2 years and how do I really budget my income. So if you're interested, please keep on watching.
Before digging into the main topic of this video, I'd like to give you a few disclaimers. First is I am employed under a dispatch company. I'm telling you this because some ALTs are not employed under a dispatch company. Some are employed under the JET program or direct hired. So as for me, I am employed under a dispatch company. I actually have lower salary than those that I've mentioned. And disclaimer number 2, I only work for 29.5 hours a week, and because I'm only working for a short hours a week, I pay my own national health insurance. And disclaimer number 3, I am also in a driving position. Some other ALTs in my dispatch company is not driving. But for me, I have a car and I'm in a driving position, so it's also part of my expenses. Disclaimer number 4, I also live in a countryside. So I believe it's cheaper here than the city or in other towns or places. And I also believe that it really differs. For me, every ALT or every person on earth has different lifestyle. You can judge how I live my life later, as I'm going to tell you more about how I budget my money or how I budget my income. And disclaimer number 5, I will be showing 3 currencies: Japanese yen, Philippine peso, and US dollars. I hope that this is helpful, especially for those incoming ALTs. So, let's go!
Same as last year, wala pa ring nagbabago. I still receive 215,000 yen as my base salary, and my allowance is a total of 31,348 yen. I wish I can directly get my base salary and my allowance, but I have compulsory deductions such as employment insurance, which costs 731 yen, plus income tax, which costs 6,390 yen, and my rental car fee, which is 37,481. After all those things are deducted, I will only be left with 201,738. That's my net income for the month. Earlier in this video, I told you that I am also going to share the kind of budgeting formula that I use with my income, and it's called the abundance formula, where 10% of my income is automatically going to my give back fund or my tithes, 20% goes to my investments, and 70% goes to my needs and wants. Now let's talk about my give back fund. This isn't the fund that I give back to my family or my remittance. This is automatically going to different places like the church who's blessing me and the foundations that I am supporting. So my give back fund is automatic, it is sacred and non-negotiable. Now, why do I do give back fund, or why do I do tithing? And I hope that this will encourage you to also do this, because I do believe when Mother Teresa said that the joy of living is in giving, and when I started giving, I am given more. And I also feel that I live a life with amazing grace. I don't know, but when you can give, it means that you have more than what you need, and that's how I feel. I felt like I am blessed with so much, so I can be a blessing to others, and it's always better to give than to receive. I don't know, but if you will try to do this, I know that you will feel me, or you will understand how I'm feeling. And it also made me feel that happier, because yun na nga, sabi nga ni Mother Teresa, diba, the joy of living is in giving, and it's really true. So I hope that this will open your heart to give back to the community, or give back to the people who needs your help, because you are meant to be a blessing. Ayan, and my 20% goes to my investments. My investments are diversified. I have a long-term healthcare. I also have life insurance. I also have savings, emergency funds, and investments with the stock market or the mutual funds. Ayan, and the 70%, 50% of it goes to my needs and 20% of it goes to my wants. This is my budgeting method. Again, I am using the abundance formula with my budget or with the income that I have. So after getting my net income, I automatically subtract 10% of that for my tithes or give back fund, which I am giving diversifically to the community, the church, or the foundations that I am supporting. And my 20% goes automatically to my investments, which are also diversified to my with my long-term healthcare, my life protection, my investments such as paper assets like mutual funds and the stock market, and for my emergency funds. This is the money that will work for me when I cannot work for money anymore. And while I am working, I will always be using this formula because I know this will pay me in the future. And I'm also educated to pay myself first, to invest in myself first, so that someday I'll be thankful that I was very intentional with the income that I was able to make or I am blessed with. And now let's talk about my expenses. I am living in a 25,000 yen apartment, so it's really cheap. As I have mentioned earlier, I pay my own national health insurance. So because I am only working for 29.5 hours and my national health insurance costs 17,000 yen. And estimated for my gas allowance, I allocate 5,000 yen for that. For my school lunch is also estimated 5,000 yen. For my food and groceries, I am estimating 15,000 yen for that. For my phone bill, it is always 3,700 yen. And my home Wi-Fi is also constant. I pay 4,500 yen for it. My electric bill is volatile, or it's not always like that, but let's just have an estimate of 5,000 yen. And for my gas bill, so in winter we use gas here sa bahay. So I would estimate it with 5,000 yen, but then during summer we don't use it, nag-use kami ng aircon, so like kind of the same. And water bill, I would estimate 5,000 yen for my water bill. So after all these expenses, I am only left with tada, 51,016 Japanese yen. And most of the time I give this back to my family to help them with whatever they need at home, and like a portion of it also goes to my eating out sometimes. That is also the reason why I am encouraging you, if you are gonna be an ALT here in Japan, to find part-time jobs, because I use all the income that I get from my part-time job to eat out or to travel or to go shopping. So all of the wants that of course I want to do comes from my part-time jobs. So if you can, go search for part-time jobs.
If you're an ALT here in Japan on your second year, there are other payables that you might be paying. It's your residence tax and your pension. But I am very lucky that I am exempted in both of them. I am not paying for my pension because I went to the city hall and applied for pension exemption. I thought that I will be rejected, but I still got exempted. So I just tried it. A lot of ALTs told me that no, they will not grant you exemption because it's already your second year, but they granted it to me and I'm so blessed. I didn't pay for my pension. I am also not paying for my residence tax, and I asked the city hall why, and they told me that it's because of my dependents. I declared that I have 4 dependents in the Philippines, and if you are going to have that declaration during the income tax return, how do I say, time or period, maybe you'll get exemption with your residence tax, or maybe it will be less. I'm going to emphasize on finding another source of income Actually, if you're under a dispatch company, they are allowing you to find a part-time job that is related to teaching, and I'm very blessed because I have a lot of part-time jobs. And of course, I'm still very young. I want to enjoy my life. If you've watched my video, or my video about my financial changes in Japan, my third question was, will I be able to enjoy while still saving and investing? And I said it's a yes. It's because of my part-time jobs. So my part-time jobs gave me more income, or extra income, for me to enjoy my life here, travel and have fun. So shouldn't always be work, 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 work. You also have to have fun, shop all you want if it's within the budget, and the things like that. And again, as I've told you earlier, this is how I manage my money. This is how I manage my income. I'd like to have those two items, my give back fund and investments, as sacred and untouchable. I'd like to have a remembrance of whatever I am doing here in Japan. I want my investments are paying my future selves days of not working. I want to retire early, so that is the reason why I am really very disciplined with my income, and I know that these sacrifices will definitely pay me in the future. So I think I've said a lot of things. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that this is helpful. If you know any incoming ALTs, don't forget to share this video to them. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope you can subscribe, and if you have any comments, feel free to comment them down below, and let's connect to my social media pages also. I'll show you my social media pages on the next slide. Thank you. Bless you.